Familiar feeling, huh? You drop your last 10 bucks and it's gone in 3 spins. Not even a chance. You sit there thinking, the hell was that? Well, I'll tell you what the hell it was. The casino and the devs want you to believe that unless you roll in with 100, 200 bucks, you've got no shot. They shove flashy, greedy slot monsters in your face that demand fat bankrolls just to warm up. And worse, they grease the palms of streamers flashing million-dollar fun money balances, making it look like casinos are playgrounds for the rich. It's a scammy illusion, part of the business. Nothing personal, but I'm here to cut through the bullshit. I've spent 20 years learning which machines are built to bleed you dry and which ones actually give respect, even to the smallest deposit. Slots where 10 or 20 bucks buys you breathing room instead of choking you out by spin 3. And hey, so you don't have to go hunting through shady sites yourself, I built a list on my site. Real casinos I've tested, real strategies, real bonuses, no fake garbage. Links are under this video, or just Google it after you're done watching. Trust me, it's worth your time. So today, forget theories, forget empty talk. I'm dropping my hard-earned, battle-tested list of 10 slots that give you a real shot, even with a minimum balance. All right, guys, let's kick off with a classic that way too many people sleep on, and that's a mistake. Son of Egypt 3. Right away, forget about the first 2 parts. Deadweight, museum pieces, just like those pharaohs staring at you from the reels. The devs from 3 Oaks Gaming, aka Bungo, poured all the juice into the 3rd chapter, which dropped in 2022. And what makes it shine? This is one of the best hold and win slots for playing on a small bankroll. When these games first hit, they blew up the market because they've gave players a clear, tangible goal. Land 6 suns and trigger the bonus. But in part 3, they went further. They added a twist that still makes my palms sweat. The chance to catch a bonus inside your free spins. Bonus inside a bonus. Insane. It's like finding a hidden stash in an old jacket you forgot about. And that's why the internet's flooded with clips of regular dudes smashing jackpots from tiny bets. No fake press. No paid PR, just actual players in closed chats and streams sharing their wins. One guy from Eastern Europe, balance of just €50, nailed this double bonus. During free spins, he filled the screen with suns and hit a red ×5 multiplier. End result, nearly €10,000 from a pocket change bet. That's the whole point of this slot. So, strategy? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. What you need is iron discipline, especially bankroll discipline. If you've got $30, you can't afford 3 high-stakes cycles of 50 spins. That's a guaranteed loss. You split your roll into chunks and play with what you've got. Here's my $30 small bankroll strategy for Son of Egypt 3. Take half your roll, $15, and do 75 spins at the minimum bet. 20 cents. Goal here is to probe the slot, wait for life signs, don't risk it all. If it's cold as your ex and no hits in 75 spins, just walk away. Lose half, but save the rest. If round 1 showed some action, small hits, scatters, but the bonus didn't pay, less than ×15, move to the next stage. $10 at 25 cents per spin. This gives you about 40 spins. You're telling the machine, okay, let's get serious. The last $5 is your final bullet. Go for 10 spins at 50 cents. That sharp jump often provokes the slot to give something back. Golden rule, after 150 spins, you leave. Doesn't matter if you're up or down. If you're in profit, cash it. If you're down, take the small loss and don't torch your whole bankroll. This slot's a workhorse. It won't make you a millionaire, but with discipline, it can easily throw you ×200 to ×300 wins and boost your roll for heavier games. Got the logic? Discipline, structure, and a clear plan. Son of Egypt 3 is built for grinders who know how to stretch a tiny deposit into a fighting chance. It's not about flashy hype, it's about controlled play. And now, let's move on to the next exhibit, a real legend that demands even more respect. All right, fellas, let's talk about the OG, the granddaddy, Book of Ra. Without this game, half the slots you spin today wouldn't even exist. All those books of dead, books of this, books of whatever, they're just copycats. This beast from Novomatic dropped back in the early 2000s. And for land-based casinos, it was what Terminator 2 was for movies, an absolute game changer. But without waving its junk in everyone's face, there were legends. People swore you had to warm it up with small bets, or that it pays out after midnight. Total crap, of course. But here's the kicker. Seasoned players don't spew nonsense for nothing. This machine really does have a personality. And yeah, it's insanely volatile. It can chew through 200 spins and leave you kissing your bankroll goodbye. But when it finally opens up, the hits can be so massive your jaw hits the floor. The climber's ladder strategy. Playing raw on a small bankroll is like trying to climb Everest in shorts. You might freeze your balls off or lose it all. all. But if you make the summit, they'll be writing about you in every newspaper. That's why the strategy here is all about survival and climbing step by step. Your bankroll has to survive at least 200 to 250 spins. Say you've got $50. Your starting bet is 20 cents, no more. Got it? The first 100 spins are pure survival mode. You're not trying to win yet. You're just grinding through the cold zone, acclimatizing without bleeding too much cash. If no bonus after 100 spins but your balance isn't wrecked, you start climbing. Raise the bet one notch, say from 20 cents to 40 cents, and spin another 100. Old school theory, battle tested, says slots are cyclical. So you raise your odds of hitting the bonus when you climb at the right time. But listen, if after 200 spins still no bonus, walk away. Done. Do not try to force it. That's the fastest way to torch your entire bankroll. And here's another rule. After any decent bonus win, anything above times 50, you instantly drop the bet back down or quit outright. This old man loves clawing back what he just handed you. Rule number 2. For the love of God, don't touch the gamble button. On small wins, sure, double it if you feel spicy. But on a serious payout, that's suicide. That's literally handing the slot back the money it just coughed up. This game isn't for the faint of heart. It will eat your balance and not even choke on it. But if you respect its rules and Lady Luck winks at you, Book of Ra can deliver wins so huge, you'll be telling your grandkids, and they'll tell theirs. All right, moving on. Starburst. Yeah, guys, I'm talking about that slot. The one every single player has spun at least once while grinding through a bonus wager. Sure, Novomatic tried to clone it with shooting stars, but let's be real. The original from NetInt is untouchable. A straight-up legend. Competing with it is pointless. This beauty dropped way back in 2012, and guess what? Still sits at the top charts worldwide. Why? Because it's built on a totally different philosophy. This is a low volatility slot. In plain English, it's not here to eat your whole bankroll in one sitting. It pays often, just not huge. And that's exactly why casinos love tossing it out for free spins on registration or locking bonuses to it. They know you won't hit some times 5,000 jackpot here, but you'll stay spinning forever. And for us small bankroll players, that's perfect. Starburst is simple, but deadly effective. 2 key mechanics. Pay both ways. Wins count left to right and right to left. Double the shot, double the fun. Expanding wilds. That rainbow star dropping on reels 2, 3, or 4 expands to cover the entire reel and triggers a free respin while sticking in place. You can chain up to 3 respins in a row, and when all 3 middle reels light up with stars, the game breaks in your favor. A wall of wilds in the center means anything hitting reel 1 or reel 5 triggers massive combos. No complicated math, no calculator required, just discipline. Starburst isn't about making you rich in one night. It's about stretching your small roll and walking away with a profit, enough to grab a beer and a smile. Here's the most important step. If you've got $20, your goal is $30. That's it. Your stop loss is 20. Lose it, game over. Session ends, no revenge spins, no I'll get it back. Your bet size should guarantee at least 100 to 150 spins. On a $20 bankroll, that's 10 cents to 20 cents per spin. Same bet, spin after spin. The secret sauce here isn't genius math, it's plain old discipline. But I know you guys, you want more. Fine, here's the play. Foundation first. $20, step 1 is turning it into 30. That's your safe run. Once you hit it, you're no longer in the red. Now the iron rule. Only keep playing if the slot gives you a boost. Say you caught a wild combo that launches your balance from $20 to $25 up to $50 to $60. That's when you know you're on the machine's money. At that point, sure, you can push. Aim for $100. But here's the golden stop rule. If you're chasing $100 and your balance drops back down to 40, you quit. Right there, lock in the smaller profit. Don't give the machine back what it already handed you. And if you ever nail 3 wilds that smash past your target, that's a double signal to run. Don't fall for the slots heating up myth. It gave you what it could, now grab your cash and get out. Starburst will never make you a millionaire overnight. That's not its job. Its job is to pay often, keep you alive, and sometimes let you stack your bankroll for bigger battles elsewhere. Play it smart, and you'll walk away with more than you came in with. Wild Survivor. Tired of fishing and big bass, but still hooked on the mechanic? Of course you are. It works, damn it. And the devs know it too. You think there's anything sacred in the slot world? Hell no. One studio drops a fishing hit, and the next morning, 5 others pump out slots about hunting, mushroom picking, or butterfly catching, all with the same mechanic. That's exactly how Wild Survivor was born. It's basically a big bass clone, but swaps rods for rifles and fish for wild beasts. Sometimes the copy ends up more fun than the original. Why? Because smaller studios have to fight harder to steal players, so they add their own spice. And here, they nailed it. The pre-bonus booster. Instead of just tossing you into the feature when 3 scatters hit, the game lets you fire 1 lucky shot to choose a modifier. Extra wilds, more free spins, or a starting multiplier. It's like the ranger slipping you a pack of special ammo before the hunt. Instantly, your odds look way better. And, just like in real hunting, you don't spray bullets like a monkey at everything that moves. You wait, you aim, you calculate. The base game here, useless trash. Our goal is simple. Stalk the bonus and take it down. You start at the minimum bet, something that gives you 150 to 200 spins. Say 20 cents on a $30 bankroll. The first 50 spins, just target practice. Don't expect a bonus, just watch how the slot behaves. Are there small wins? Do you see 2 scatters pop often? If the machine is stone dead, bail. Don't waste ammo. If it feels alive, double the stake to 40 cents. The bonus usually drops between 80 to 150 spins, and we want to catch it at the higher stake. Once you've hit the bonus and hopefully triggered the booster, check the haul. If you're up nicely, hunt's over. Cash out and leave. If the bonus just breaks even or gives you a small loss, you can take one more shot, but only back the minimum stake. Don't keep raising. That's not hunting anymore. That's child's play. This is exactly how competition works in our favor. Sick of staring at the float, bobbing, and big bass? Wild Survivor is your next step. Same money collecting mechanic, but with rifles, beasts, and a little extra danger. It's a touch meaner, and the rewards can hit juicier. Royal Coin 2, hold and win. And now my personal antidepressant. When Zeus and Buffalo have chewed you up, when your balance is melting and the bonus just won't show, I go to him. Royal Coin 2 by Payouts. This isn't about adrenaline or $1 million jackpots. This is about calmly, methodically getting your money back. What I love here is the simplicity. Plums, cherries, and 777s. So basic, my aunt could figure it out. No need to think about thousands of lines. 3 reels, 5 pay lines, straightforward, transparent, nothing hidden. Its main hook, the hold and win bonus drops surprisingly often. On average, I measured it every 60 to 80 spins. Plus, sometimes it just triggers randomly, like food poisoning after that sketchy gas station hot dog. This whole approach is built on one observation I made after hundreds of sessions. This slot often works on the principle of 1 weak bonus, 1 strong bonus. Your session goal, land 2 bonus rounds. Your bankroll has to survive that, meaning you need enough for at least 150 spins. With $20 to $30 on balance, your stake is 20 cents flat. Don't change it. First 60 to 80 spins, spin at the fixed bet. Wait for the first bonus. Scenario 1. If the first bonus drops solid profit, session ends. You take the cash and leave. Don't push your luck. Scenario 2. If the bonus is trash, less than times 20 or just breaks even, move to phase 2. Spin another 60 to 80 times at the same bet. This is the slot's chance to redeem itself and please daddy. And most of the time, that second bonus is the juicier one. After that second bonus, or once you've hit 150 spins, the session is over, no matter what. Either you take your profit or you lock in a small loss. There are no third chances. This slot isn't about records. It's about slow, steady work. A tool for restoring a drained balance or just enjoying a game where you actually understand what the hell is happening. Royal Coin 2 is like a reliable workhorse. It won't make you a millionaire, but it can consistently spit out times 200, times 300 hits and give you the bankroll to step up to bigger hunts. Poseidon's rising. And here we're greeted by charming mermaids and nasty sea monsters ready to strip the last penny off of you. Poseidon's Rising from Spinominal isn't just another slot spin fest. It's a damn adventure. And I say that without sarcasm. This machine is a sneaky bastard built for thrill junkies. And if you don't get how it works, it'll drain your balance to the bottom of the ocean. Its main hook is the progressive bonus system. Yeah, just like that old geezer Zeus throwing lightning bolts at you. And by the way, we'll get back to that gray-haired bastard later. Here, you don't just get one type of free spins. There are 5. Can you wrap your head around that? And they unlock one by one, level after level. First bonus, you get 1 type of wilds. Second bonus, something spicier, and so on. Pure psychology, designed to make you sit and keep feeding coins into the machines, hoping to reach the final boss. But after years of beating this rig, I fine-tuned a strategy to dodge Poseidon's dirty tricks. If the game's inviting us to a party, we'll go, but on our terms. The key is a strict depth limit. Before you even start, you set your line in the sand. For a small bankroll, the limit is 2 bonus rounds. That's it. We dive for the first and second level. No deeper, because chasing the rest will sink your wallet. Start with a fixed bet your bankroll can handle for at least 150 spins. The goal? Land the first bonus within 60 to 80 spins. If that first bonus gives you a solid profit, say times 50, the session ends right there. Smartest move you can make. If the bonus round is empty or just breaks even, you prepare for round 2. But if 80 spins go by with no bonus at all, Session over. The machine's not in the mood today. Walk away. Only when the first bonus is weak do we go for a second die. Keep spinning at the same stake until you hit that second, more exciting level. But once the second bonus plays out, that's the end. Always. Doesn't matter if you're up or down. Trying to claw your way to the third, fourth, or fifth level? That's Poseidon's trap. Take what you've got and swim the hell out. Poseidon's Rising is smart, seductive, and tricky as hell. But if you play by your rules, not his, this slot can pay out with real generosity. Respect the limit, respect your bankroll, and you might just walk away with Poseidon's treasure instead of feeding him your last dime. Gates of Olympus. As I said, now we're talking about the gray old bastard, one of the most overhyped slots in the media. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is this ancient relic doing on a low balance list? That thing eats bankrolls alive. And you're right, Gates of Olympus is one of the most brutal, high volatility monsters from pragmatic play. By the way, we already dropped a video on how to tackle pragmatic play slots. Check it out on the channel. You've probably seen those YouTube cuts. Some streamer screaming into the mic because Zeus dropped a ×500 multiplier on the very last spin. This slot is a heart attack factory, a highlight generator. But here's the kicker. It's still useful for our mission. Why? Because this beast can explode at any moment, even on a base spin. Plus, the bonuses are relatively cheap. 2 approaches, 2 moves. I don't use the standard small bankroll strategy here. Gates demands something special. I run 2 different tactics. One wild, like your girl after a glass of champagne, and the other steady, like me after a cold beer. Aggressive, all in or nothing. Perfect if you've got $20 to $30 and don't want to bleed out slowly. You take most of your roll, let's say 2/3 of a $30 balance, and you buy 1 single bonus at the minimum stake. Bonus buy costs ×100 your bet. At 20 cents per spin, that's a $20 ticket. The logic is simple. Instead of dying slowly on dead spins, you fire 1 shot. If the bonus hits, and it can drop ×200, ×500, boom, you double or triple instantly. That's your springboard. If it flops, session's over. You lost, but at least you lost quick without wasting hours of your life. Conservative grinder. If you want to go the long way, your bankroll needs to handle 150 spins. On $30, that means 20 cents per spin. Do not enable anti-bet. On a small balance, that extra 25% burn will eat you alive. Instead, fire up 150 auto spins at a fixed bet and wait for Zeus to sneeze lightning. Your goal? Catch a natural bonus. And remember, even without the feature, this old man can randomly throw you a fat multiplier on a regular spin. That's the spice of this slot. Iron rule. If 150 spins go by and no bonus drops, walk away. Don't press. Don't just a few more. Discipline, goddammit. All right, from epic god wars, we move on to something more down to earth, but just as fun. The doghouse. Zeus is pure epic. Lightning bolts, explosions, chaos. But the doghouse? That's straight up classic. Simple, raw, and crazy addictive. But here's the catch. Don't let those cute little doggos fool you. They ain't man's best friend. They're a damn wolf pack dressed up in cartoon fur. This slot dropped in 2019 and looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. But trust me, the aftertaste feels more like you stepped in dog crap. High volatility machine. You could walk away empty-handed, holding nothing but your pride. Or you could bag a hit big enough to buy yourself a real pedigree pup. Papers, vaccines, champions, bloodline, and all. The whole magic here is in the bonus round. Base spins, forget about it. The real show starts once you land the bonus. Any wilds that drop on the middle reels become sticky wilds and lock in place till the round's done. That's why Pragmatic went nuts and milked it into a whole litter of versions. Megaways, multi-hold, and so on. And of course, we use that to our advantage. The strategy, running the dogs in laps. Since we've got multiple versions, we're not locking ourselves into just one. Think of it like a racetrack. You've got 3 lanes. The doghouse megaways, the doghouse multi-hold. 1 lap equals 50 spins. Here's the plan. Pick your first version. Start with the smallest bet your bankroll can handle for at least 150 spins. Say 20 cents with a $30 roll. Run 50 spins. If you catch a bonus within those 50 and it pays ×40, ×50 or more, done. Game over. You're the champ. Crack open the cheapest champagne you've got and order a pizza. If no bonus and balance takes a hit, shut that mutt down immediately and switch tracks from the original to megaways, then to multi-hold. Rinse and repeat, 50 spins per version. If you've burned through 3 laps, 150 spins across 3 games, and still no decent bonus, session's done. Lock in the loss, walk away. This strategy keeps you from being chained to one cold machine. Instead, you ride the variety. It's perfect for players who thrive on risk, but don't want to sit in one kennel waiting for a miracle. Riders of the Storm. Yeah, the puppies were fun, but now, boys and girls, we're rolling straight into Riders of the Storm. First thing, this ain't some mainstream pragmatic slop. Nope, think of it as a craft beer in the world of spins. It's brewed by a small Swedish studio called Thunderkick. By the way, Thunderkick's got a fat lineup of cool slots. If you're curious, hit me with a comment and let me know. I'll do a full breakdown of their greatest hits. Trust me, there are some real money printing machines in that collection. So, what makes this beast so damn good? 243 pay lines. That's right. Even base spins can pay out decently. Mystery wild reels. At any moment, the sky can darken and up to 4 reels can flip into full stacks of wilds. It's one of those rare games where you don't just sit there praying for a bonus. You sit there waiting for the storm. And when it hits, the base game itself can drop wins so fat, the bonus looks like pocket change. But of course, the real juice is still in the bonus round. Laying 3 scatter compasses, and the game lets you choose from 4 options, 3 of them being characters. In the bonus, all wilds turn into walking wilds. They slide 1 reel to the left with each spin, triggering respins until they walk off the screen. Your bankroll has to be ready for a long fight, about 150 to 200 spins. Think of it as riding out turbulence. Play on a fixed bet size you can afford. When the bonus drops, you'll have to choose your fighter. Here's the kicker. We almost always go for the lady on the red background. Yeah, that one. She only gives you 6 spins, the lowest count. But her walking wilds come with a savage ×5 multiplier. If that risky bonus smacks you hard and you end up in a fat profit, congrats, you've made your day. Walk away. If it's empty or weak, buckle up for round 2. Second attempt rules. Keep spinning at the same stake. The mystery wild reels in the base game will help soften the burn, maybe even return some of your losses. When the second bonus comes, don't screw this up. If the first bonus was pure trash and left you in the red, forget about risk. Your mission now is to recover. Pick the lady on the green background. Her multiplier is only ×3, but he gives you more spins. This setup with walking wilds lets you grind back the balance safely. It's not about jackpots, it's about leaving with your wallet intact. If the first bonus actually delivered, not just covering spins but stacking real profit, that's when you can go risky again. Go back to the red lady and her ×5 multiplier. That's your second and final bullet. Either you hit the jackpot, or you cash out with a small loss. This slot isn't about blind luck. It's about timing, discipline, and knowing when to go full throttle or when to play it safe. Treat Riders of the Storm with respect, and it can pay you like a thunder god. Midas Golden Touch. All right, guys, our final slot for today. Midas Golden Touch, another masterpiece from the Swedish crew at Thunderkick. Now, this game can shower you in gold, but if you don't stop in time, it'll snatch it all back and leave you holding nothing but your golden dick. I'll admit, I lost my mind when I fired it up recently, and by the 10th spin, the entire damn screen was covered in wilds. I didn't even process what the hell just happened. And yeah, that's exactly what my strategy here is built on. It all comes down to 2 things. Wilds with multipliers and base play. Any win with a wild can stack up to ×32. Even basic spins can smack you in the face with a surprise payday. But the real killer? The bonus. Sticky respins. Every winning symbol locks in place, like your drunk neighbor on a Friday night, and the reels keep spinning until no more of that symbol lands. You can literally fill the whole screen with a single symbol and boom, massive win. The myth of Midas turned into gameplay? Know when to say enough. Session limit? 60 to 80 spins. Bonus usually shows up within that range. That's your hard cap. Set a stake you can afford for exactly that number of spins. Use your damn calculator. Take your balance and divide by 80. Lock it in. Don't touch that bet size. Don't raise. Don't lower. Don't even think about it. You mess with it, you mess with the machine's inner rhythm. I wait for just 1 bonus round under these conditions. If the bonus pays fat, let's say ×30, ×40 or higher, session over. Take the money, walk away. No greed. If the bonus is garbage or you don't land one at all within 80 spins, session's still over. This slot isn't in the mood. Don't think it'll wake up if you stay longer. Spoiler. It won't. So that's the 10 slots I'd recommend for players even with small deposits. Each one's been tested by yours truly, and each has its own flavor. Some hit with frequent bonuses, some with steady returns, some with unique mechanics. The big takeaway? There's no such thing as a bad or good slot for low bankrolls. Only good or bad approaches. Understand the machine's character and play on your terms, not its. Don't spin blindly. With this set, you've got a real system. Clear spin counts, clear exit rules, clear profit goals. That's how even a minimal balance can grow with confidence. So, if you want to crank up your winning odds in online casinos, don't rush in blind. On my site, link in the description or just search it yourself, I've collected trusted casinos, exclusive bonuses, and strategies that actually work. I play there myself, and what I share here is tested in blood, sweat, and use the knowledge wisely. Get more out of the game, and I'll see you there. And meanwhile, smash that like, hit subscribe, and check out my next video right here on the screen. Trust me, it's going to be just as damn useful.